Hello YouTube, GermRage here, and welcome to another little video. Now before I get into this video, I just want to say if you're new to the channel, don't click that subscribe button, just click it, click subscribe now. But anyway, self-promotion out of the way, I just wanted to welcome you to a different video I'm guessing. This is an advice video. It wouldn't be such tutorial, such advice, but basically it's just a load of important advice that I think is important for anyone wanting to start a Roblox YouTube channel. Because there are a lot of Roblox YouTube channels out there, quite young people doing these channels, and I've been dipping into Roblox content myself recently, so I thought I would just impart some advice on these aspiring Roblox YouTubers. So before I start, I should say that this is my own advice and this is what I feel would work for you guys. You don't have to listen to a word of it if you feel it doesn't apply to you, as ultimately if you feel something works for you and you enjoy doing it, just keep doing it, because that's ultimately what YouTube's about. It's about having fun, it's about you having fun. But anyway, let's start. So the first part is before you come up with anything, you need to know the name of your channel. It is very important that you come up with a name that reflects you and your personality, and it also has to be a bit relevant to your content, because I see a lot of Roblox channels. This is the most stupidest name ever: Roblox YouTuber 2019, 18, 17, 16. It's just not a name that your audience will remember. You need to have something relevant to the content that you want to make. So when you've got your name of your channel, you need to be able to record your video. So you need to have some software to use to record. Now personally, I use OBS, but there are many other pieces of software out there, and I would just suggest that you experiment with all these different types of software and just find out what you're comfortable with, because ultimately if you're not comfortable using a piece of software, then you need to step back and say, right, I can't use that, let's try this and see if this works better for me. Right, so once you've got your software, once you've got your name of your channel, you need to figure out what sort of content you want to post on your channel. Do you want to post Machimas? Do you want to make reviews? Do you want to make a series? It is very important that you know what you want to do. But you might not know what you want to do straight away. In that case, just experiment. This is what I've personally been doing with Roblox recently. I've been experimenting with different types of things. I've done a Let's Play, I've done a little bit of mini series, I've done just like giving cheat codes out for free knives, and I've just been trying to experiment to find out what I want to do in Roblox. But that's what you do, you dip your toes into different things, because ultimately it's the only way to figure out what you enjoy doing, and ultimately it's the most important part of it, because if you're not going to enjoy doing something, then there's no point making that content in the first place. So just work out what you want for your channel. So once you have that, so once you got your name, once you've got the software, once you know what the content you want to work on is, the final bit is just the editing software. Now, I could say there's a lot of programs out there. I could list them, but the list would just go on and on and on. Now, the best ones, unfortunately, are not free. In fact, they can cost a lot of money. I personally use Vegas Pro because I've got a full-time job. I can afford that. But you guys, I know you're probably going to be quite young. You're not going to be able to afford software like that. The best advice that I can give is to use the free software that's around. Find something you're comfortable with using, and the tutorials are there to support it. Because if the software you're using doesn't have tutorials to support it, then you're going to be struggling all of the time. Now, personally, I use Vegas, even though a lot of people ask, why don't I use Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, which are much more better ones. But for me personally, they're too advanced for me. They require too much effort at the level I'm working at right now. With Vegas Pro that I'm using currently, it's easy as point and click, and I can do it quite quickly, and it's very intuitive, which is very important. With Final Cut and Adobe Premiere, it's not as intuitive. You need to look at all the tutorials before you use it, before you can become a master of it, basically. But that's pretty much it. So you need to get something you're comfortable with using, and the best thing I can say there really is just experiment with all the software that's out there. Don't pirate software, because it doesn't benefit the software you're using, because if you pirate it, they will know, and ultimately they'll stop making the software. If every single person who as an example, use Vegas Pro, was using a pirated version of it, the company would make no money, they would stop making the software, and then we'd just all suffer. We'd have to use something else. But anyway, find something you're comfortable with using and you're comfortable with watching the tutorials for, and you should be fine. And that's pretty much it. That's all the steps you need to make a YouTube channel. You just need to know your name, you need to know what you want to record, what you want to record with, and what you want to edit with. That's simply it. There are other golden rules to follow, which is, and this is a very, very golden rule actually, do not copy others. You can't just plain just look at someone's video and say, I'm going to do the exact same thing and post it on your own channel. Or even, this is a worst case scenario, someone just downloads your video and puts it on another channel. Don't do that. It sucks. It sucks for you and it sucks for them. And it'll just get a load of dislikes and a load of hate on your own channel. So don't do that. Second piece of that golden rule, I should say. Don't worry about posting a bad video, because you're still learning. You're gonna make mistakes. It's like if I go back to some of my older videos, some of them really sucked. And luckily I've got a delete button on the channel. Actually, I have deleted quite a lot of my videos. But don't worry about it, because you're still learning, and the only way to learn is literally through trial and error and going through the tutorials. So never ever worry about posting a bad video. The third golden rule is accept advice. If someone just leaves some sort of comment or advice on your videos, listen to it, accept it, digest it, understand why that advice has come around, and see how you can incorporate it into your next video, because it's very important that you do that. And the final golden rule, the biggest golden rule ever, is, guess what it is? Have fun. Simply, there's absolutely no point doing any of this, doing any of the channel creations, any of the editing, go for all that hassle if you're not going to have fun doing it. It's seriously, there's no point doing it if you're not going to have fun. And that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you've learned something. If you have, great. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you have, actually. But if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below, because it'd be interesting to see what the questions you guys come up with, and to see if I can answer them or impart any more advice. Or if you've got any advice to add to this video, just leave it in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Doodles!